Good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is when you guys see this. I thought I would do an unboxing of my 2014 328D as in Delta diesel 2-liter BMW engine that I bought from BMW. I've got the other one out on a stand, ready to transfer all my items over. And I just thought, how exciting would it be to unbox this thing? I bought it from BMW. It took me about a month to get here, shipped from Germany. I live in Rapid City, South Dakota, and I decided to go out there when it arrived. Drove to Denver and picked it up. And I did crack it open just to make sure it wasn't like a Honda Civic engine or just a box of bricks. When you do purchase something of that cost, you want to make sure that it didn't come damaged. And call me what you want, stupid, high on crack, on drugs, mentally retarded, whatever. Like, yeah, I know it was expensive, but I'm also single, not married. I've got a kid, but I take care of him, so. This is my dream, and whatever I make is gonna get passed on to him, so. No biggie. So let me put this. So there's a lot of things about this engine that I was just happy about from the get-go. Let's go ahead and cut the side of the box open. I didn't want to really compromise the box, but at this point, what more purpose will this box serve as it's. Oh, and I did pay the extra $1,000 to keep the core. Story about that is the high pressure fuel pump went out when I was in Arizona. I just bought this car in Illinois. I got two of them, both 2014s, both X-Drive. Purchased it for $10,400. Great running car, but I drove this thing like a bat out of hell, averaging about 90 miles an hour from Chicago, Illinois to Phoenix, Arizona, and then to California. And then I went ahead and went to back to Arizona. That was like 29 hours of driving. And when I went to get coffee in the morning, I went and washed the car and left there, and as I was rounding the corner, the car started to chug and it actually stalled out on me. So long story short, got it towed back to my buddy's place, did some diagnostics, found out that the fuel pump was bad. I didn't know about these like sending shavings everywhere. And they reside right here. This is gonna be the driver's side of the engine right here. And you can't just pull the pump out without having a special tool that you gotta put right back here. Remove this cover. So then I had to wait for a special tool. And make sure you got a good quality tool, because this is where it fucked me. So I screwed the tool into the hole, and lo and behold, as I'm removing the pump, the tool, like, no shit, cracked and didn't hold its tension in there and fell out. So then the gear in here fell and it lost its timing, and I didn't know that. So when I put the pump in, it started to turn just hard, like how you'd be out of timing. So didn't know that was the issue, but I could be wrong about that. It could also be the lift pump on the back. I heard it intermittently running, so maybe it didn't supply enough fuel. But if you looked in this tank with light, it's just loaded with glitter, which I'm gonna clean and keep that tank. I'm throwing out that pump. And I got a new tank here from BMW. So Yeah, this one's all ready to go. And I decided to go ahead and get all new injectors. What is this guy here? Injectors, fuel filter. This is the transmission oil pan, which has the filter in it. This is my lift pump, secondary pump that was in the tank. Decided to go ahead and get me a cord of the, on the front differential that is bolted to the engine. Get the fluid for it. Just trying to remember what this little box was. Oh, I got a new high pressure rail. I don't know why I was worried that shavings would make its way all the way to the front. Part of me feels like the filter would stop most of it. Oh, and then I got all the fluid for the transmission. So, and then when the exhaust is out, I'm gonna fix that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, now that I got the box opened up, I haven't been this far in it, obviously, so be interesting. I'm right on the edge of my seat with you guys. It's got a big wooden pallet, kind of a holder on the bottom. And right off the bat, I want to tell you guys, I am super happy that things like this come on the engine. A new oil cooler and the trans cooler. It's got all the new seals for it. Curious to see if they put a new filter in there. I would doubt that they wouldn't. And this was the other thing that I was really curious about was the high pressure fuel pump. Like, it's not gonna come with a new high pressure fuel pump. So how did they stop the fact that it would be out of time if you didn't have anything in that hole or whatever? Well, BMW put a nice little plate there that must hold it somehow. So, and then there's gonna be these instructions here that are probably gonna tell me more about it. And it came with this little paper here, which can't really tell you what I think it is. I guess it's just build information, when they started to build it and when they ended on building it. It comes with a brand new harmonic balancer. And check this out, folks. It comes with a new water pump and thermostat. How cool is that? I'm pretty happy about that. And it comes with new glow plugs. I would have liked to have seen tape across here. So whenever I go to assemble it, I'm gonna shine a light down in every one of these holes and check to make sure that it's good. Like, they should have had a plug here too. I can see remnants of oil in there. So I wonder if they sent it full of oil. Oh, here we go. I got a light. Which I know on the side of the box, they actually had these things here that says, if read, inspect contents, tipping has occurred. So that leads me to believe that it is shipped with oil. And if we shine a light down in the crankcase, I can actually see oil down in there, guys. I'm blind from the light coming back at me. And then the other thing I wasn't really fond of was they left the injector holes open too. Little plastic red caps, like they got one there, but why not there? I mean, it does, in their defense, it comes wrapped in a bag, so I mean, but in today's day and age, everybody likes to compromise things just to get pleasure out of other people's hurt. Let's see here, and yeah, other than that, it comes with a valve cover already. So I was about to look for a total gasket kit because I thought that's what I was gonna need. But the biggest thing I was really curious about that no one could really answer me on, God, that light really fucked with my eyes. The question that I had that no one could answer was the fact that since it's an X-Drive, the X-Drive has this gearbox on it. So, and there's the output shaft there. Like, I figured this thing would have already came with that on there. But what I'm guessing is gonna happen is I'm gonna tear apart the bottom of that wood. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna get an engine, my cherry picker over there, and I'm gonna raise this in the air with a chain. And then I'm gonna probably find a hole in the bottom of this oil pan. And I actually bought the outer seals, they're in my truck, outer seals for both sides, and then there's inner seals. So I decided to go ahead and replace that. And yeah, looks like the tensioner has to get swapped. Obviously the turbo and alternator. God, that EGR, I just want to do a block off, like a block, like a little plate right here. Other than that, folks, there's not much other I can say about this other than I'm excited and I'm going to make a day of it. I won't get done on this, but my goal is to get it completed because my son lives in Omaha, Nebraska, which is about a 7-hour drive. So my goal is to get it greened up by next weekend, and hopefully I could drive this down there and go see him. That's my goal. Push hard to go see him. And I got to get this girl greened up. I was driving after dinner to go get it washed, and I'm kind of a little hard on them, a little heavy-footed, and I was hitting the accelerator too hard, and all of a sudden I started to feel it slip, and I heard some noises, and lo and behold, I hurt the transfer case. So I got a transfer case on order. Should be here tomorrow, I hope. And I bought it from a place called Mr. R's Auto Salvage. It is a used one with 80,000 miles on it. And the great thing about Mr. R's Auto Salvage is you can get a 3-year warranty that covered parts and labor on that. So at a minimum, if you're not a shop, they'll cover the brand new part. They'll ship that out to you. So Mr. R's Auto Salvage out of Buffalo, Wyoming. I get a lot of engines from them too. I've used them for about 50 engines in the past year and a half. I'm a repair facility here, so getting into the BMW world's a little out of my realm, but I like it. It keeps me busy, and I'm sure a lot of you guys like doing it too. Anyways, it was a pleasure having you here to see the unboxing of my engine. And 47. Don't beat me up if I'm wrong about that. Let me see if it doesn't say. Yeah, N47, I believe. The sticker price on this engine, my cost was, I think it was $8,700. And then, like I said, I paid the $1,000 to keep the core. I just decided to go straight to BMW and get the parts I needed, just to ensure I had, just to know what I had, you know. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic week, and thanks again. You guys take care.